For unlocking the world, CNN travels weekly. News on aviation, food and drink, where to stay and other travel developments. CNN. It's one of the main attractions that brings visitors to Iceland to swim in the milky blue, soothing warm waters. However, the world-famous Blue Lagoon geothermal pool was closed for a week due to current seismic activity in the area. This area is part of southwestern Iceland's Reykjanes Peninsula, a thick strip of land that extends west from the capital Reykjavik into the North Atlantic Ocean. In addition to the Blue Lagoon, the peninsula is also home to Iceland's main airport, Keflavik International. Rather than a central volcano, the Reykjanes Peninsula is dominated by a rift valley with lava fields and cones. According to Icelandic Met Office, approximately 1,400 earthquakes were measured in the 24 hours until noon on Thursday, November 9, with a further 800 earthquakes measured in first 14 hours of Friday. 7 Thursdays were magnitude 4 or greater, and all of them were on peninsula between Eldvörp, near airport, and Silingarfell, a mountain just east Blue Lagoon. This is the largest earthquake since activity began on the 25th of October. The Met Office wrote in a bulletin published on Thursday, as magma accumulation continues, seismic activity can be expected on the Reykjavík Peninsula because magma intrusion is causing increased stress in the region. Tremors could be felt as far away as Reykjavik. A spokesperson for the local tourism board told CNN. Magma 3 miles down. 1,200 earthquakes were measured in previous 24 hours. Mostly in the same area and at same depth below ground level. In the article written on November 8, it was stated that while magma accumulation continues, seismic activity is likely to continue and be of intermittent intensity and that uplift continues in the region. According to the statement made at 1400 on Friday, the region was still active with approximately 800 earthquakes measured since midnight. Local time bulletin from the Icelandic Met Office. An intense earthquake swarm began at 7 a.m., culminating in a magnitude 4.1 earthquake near Silingarfell shortly before 2 p.m. But it was also painful to point out that an explosion wasn't necessarily imminent. The fact that there are now larger earthquakes in the region than before does not mean that the rate of magma accumulation has increased, he said in Thursday's Met Office bulletin. Friday's bulletin warned that earthquakes of up to magnitude 5.5 could be expected as magma accumulation continues underground. However, they stated that at this stage there is no sign of magma rising to the surface. An explosive recent past the Blue Lagoon has been closed for at least a week. The Reykjanes Peninsula is now coded yellow, one above the rest of the country's green, due to risk of eruption. Current activity is similar to activity before last year's eruption of Fagradalsfjall, located about 8.5 miles southwest of the Blue Lagoon. According